I can't do this. I can't do this. No, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. The difference between those two statements is one letter. One letter that determines whether I fail or whether I succeed. Our words have power. The things that we say matter, and when we speak, we are self-prophesying, and those words become our truth. So we need to choose them wisely. Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese scientist, conducted an experiment to test the power of words over water. To do this experiment, he filled 2 vials full of pure water, the exact same, placed them into 2 separate rooms, and in one room he played classical music, said words like love and peace, and projected positive, uplifting images. And in the other room he played rock music, he exposed it to negative images, and he said words like hate and fear. At the beginning of this experiment, they tested to see what they should be getting. So when you freeze pure water, the expected result is pure, beautiful lace-like crystals to form in the ice. However, when the vials were pulled and examined at the end of the experiment, it was evident that the vial exposed to negativity was no longer pure water. Instead of forming beautiful lace-like crystals, it formed gray, misshapen clumps. Now, if our bodies are 60% water, imagine what we're doing to our bodies, to the chemical makeup of the water in our bodies when we choose to say these negative things, not only to ourselves but to other people. We need to be very cautious that we're forming beautiful lace-like crystals and not gray, misshapen clumps. This concept has also been applied to therapy. Therapists who deal with patients who are struggling with depression or bipolar disorder or other mental illnesses like that have also developed a new therapy called talk therapy. So in these sessions, the therapist sits down and the first thing he says to his patients is, "Do you know anybody who survived this disease?" And the answer is always yes. He then challenges his patients to say every day, every time the thought comes up, every time they start to get these feelings that are causing this depression, to say, "I'm going to be one of the ones who beats the odds. I can beat this." Not only did all of his patients overcome their depression, but they made full recoveries. If the words that we say can affect the chemical makeup of water and the chemical makeup of our brains, we need to be very cautious of the things that we are saying to ourselves, our inner talk. Instead of giving these negative things root, like, "Ugh, I'm so fat," change it. Change it to something positive, a positive affirmation. "No, I'm not fat. I love my body, and I'm going to make better health choices." By changing our mindset, by changing the words that we choose to describe our feelings, we can take something that was originally negative and harmful to ourselves and enact positive change in our life, which is what this Olympic skier did. This Olympic skier, she dreamed of this her entire life. It's the day of her trial run, the day that she potentially could get into the Olympics, or the day that could end all of her dreams, everything that she's worked for. She's so nervous. Her family is there, the media is there, everybody's there cheering her on. She's nervous. She goes up to her trainer and she's like, "I don't know if I can do this. I have a feeling today's not my day." And he goes, "You're right." And she goes, "Whoa, you can't, I came to you for a pep talk. You're my coach, you're my trainer. I needed you to pump me up." And he's like, "No, you're right." And she's like, "What?" He says, "If you've already decided that for yourself, then I can't change that for you." She's like, "Yeah, you're right." She gets on the ski lift, she's going up. She keeps getting this thought, "Today's not my day." And every time she gets it, she just replaces it with, "No, today's my day. I'm going to do it today." She's still on the ski lift. She gets out. She keeps having this thought. She keeps saying her positive affirmation. She gets into the box. She's almost ready to go. She gets this thought again. She turns to the mountains, throws her hands up and says, no, today is my day. I'm going to do it today. Not only did she break her personal record, but she qualified for the Olympics and went on to be the #1 skier for the United States team that year. Our words matter. They have vast consequences in our lives, whether good or bad. That's our choosing. Now, I understand that there are some circumstances that are bigger than a simple change of words. Things that can't go away just by saying something positive. But by changing your attitude and the way that you view these negative things and the way that you talk about these negative things, you can change the outcome. I challenge you all to choose positive words because your words create your world. So create one that you want to live in.